Before we move on to today's topic, let us have a quick revision of what all topics we covered in this particular lesson when we started. So we started first, what is the meaning of corporate finance? So as I told you, what was the meaning? Answer yourself. I'll give you 2 minutes. Correct. Corporate finance means it equals two A's. That is application of funds and the first and most important acquisition of funds. So CF equals acquisition of funds plus application of it. As you can see the third question, complete the following. Corporate finance equals F plus dash plus dash. So what was the equation? F plus C plus I. But if you write this, you won't get any marks. You have to write the full form. F stands for financing the activities of the corporation. C stands for capital restructuring. And I stands for investment decisions. All these have to be done by the finance manager. Keep that in mind. After that, we saw what is the importance of corporate finance. Remember the smart code, Mr. BPH. So every day revise the smart code so that at least you remember the pointers of the answers. Then yesterday I had sent you the second part of the lesson in which I covered all the topics which you see right now in front of you. That is, we saw the topic capital requirements. In that we saw there were two types of capital, fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capital, the longer period, working capital, the shorter period. Remember the cyclical flow, the diagram which I explained you all yesterday? Good. Which industries require more fixed capital? That is, I told you all, manufacturing and public utilities. Which capital is called as circulating capital? Working capital. Remember the two definitions given by Gerstenberg and J.S. Mill. So Mr. Gerstenberg tells that fixed working capital, sorry, not Gerstenberg, yeah. Mr. Gerstenberg calls the working capital as circulating capital or NWC, net working capital. And according to J.S. Mill, it is the sum of all the current assets. What are the 6 factors which affects the fixed capital requirement? So this reminds me, yesterday I gave you another smart code for the answer. Do you remember that? Put a little bit of stress on your mind without seeing. ईमानदारी से जवाब दो मेरे को. Nandu Popatlal, have a seat. N, P, S comes 2 times, E 1 time, A 3 times और फिर से T. So what was the smart code for this particular topic? Nandu Popatlal, have a seat. So clear with the concept? These were the topics which we have covered till now. Now moving forward today with alright students. So we are starting with the topic factors affecting requirements of working capital. In the revision we did what are the factors affecting fixed capital. Now we'll focus on what are the factors affecting the requirements of working capital. So for that, there's a smart code again in front of you. Now this time we are directing Chote to travel. He wants to travel Mumbai. So we are giving him certain instructions how to travel. So we are telling him, oh Chote, sun. Nala Sopara se you go to Mira Bhainder. Wahan se you go to Churchgate directly. Sorry. Wahan se you carry a train to Victoria Terminus and then you take an exit. So basically the smart code is Nala Sopara se Mira Bhainder to Churchgate, then VT, that is Victoria Terminus, wahan se exit maar le, cut le. So the smart code basically represents these alphabets: NSP, Nala Sopara, MB, Mira Bhainder, CG, Churchgate, VT, Victoria Terminus, and exit. So let's see them one by one. Number 1, nature of the business. Yesterday we saw fixed capital, nature of the business में हमने क्या देखा था? Manufacturing and public utilities require more fixed capital. Now today Manufacturing and public utilities require less working capital. Why so? Because their main aim basically is on providing services, rendering services. So that is why they have to make investment in fixed assets rather than keep money for their day-to-day activities. On the other hand, luxuries and trading requires more working capital because उनका part किससे लेना देना होता है? Distribution of goods and services. So for working capital, the trading and luxurious companies requires more working capital, whereas manufacturing or public utilities को less capital, less working capital लगता है. Is the first point clear? Okay. Size of the business. Yesterday we saw large scale industries require more fixed capital and small scale industries require less fixed capital. In the same way, the large scale industries require more working capital and the small scale industries require less working capital. Okay. So again, the size of the business plays an important role over here. Production cycles. The products which require longer period for manufacturing, they require more working capital, and products which require less time period for production, they require less working capital. To explain this point, yesterday, do you all remember, if you all gone through the video which I have sent you all, in that I explained you all the working cycle ka diagram. How does working capital cycle functions? Usme, as we saw, if the company is producing the goods, then they have to put in money for raw materials. Raw materials से they will make finished goods. ये finished goods stock करके रखने पड़ेंगे. And then when you are selling these finished goods, some goods you are selling it on cash, the others you are selling it on credit. Credit means you will not get money on the spot. So for the time being, they turn into receivables. Remember the four circles: inventories, receivables, then those receivables have got a maturity period. जैसे वो mature होंगे, you will get cash. Those cash you will divide in different parts. जैसे आपके expenses के लिए, salary के लिए, कुछ reserve में डालोगे, and then the remaining again you put back into production. So basically, जो products का production time ज़्यादा होगा, that company will require more working capital and vice versa. Vice versa means ulta. So companies which take less time to produce their goods will not require more working capital. So is NSP clear? Nala Sopara, nature of the business, size of the business and production cycle. Coming to the next, Meera Bhainder, that is management ability and business cycles. Now, what is management ability? If there is coordination between production and distribution activities, then you require less working capital. है ना? If there is coordination between the activities of your organization, जैसे production है, distribution है, अगर अच्छा खासा coordination है, तो जितना पैसा है आप उसमें काम चला सकते हैं, तो आपको working capital की उतनी requirement नहीं लगेगी. But on the other hand, if more inventory is stocked and distribution is less, then more working capital is required. Because if you are just storing your inventory, आपने goods produce कर लिए, now you are storing them in the warehouse, but उतना sales नहीं हो रहा है, you are just stocking and keeping on stocking, तो आपका capital block हो जाता है, आपका warehousing block हो जाता है, you have to pay extra care for the maintenance of the products. So in that case, you will require more working capital. To give you an example, now current season is of mangoes, as everybody knows. अगले महीने बारिश आ जाएगी, then the mango season will go off. So what the sellers are doing right now, they are not stocking up the goods. They are just bringing the products and the sale is going on there. So there is no need of them to stock the products. So there is less requirement of working capital for them. But on the other hand, many goods and many companies right now, if you see, because of the lockdown, उनके products गोदामों में फंसे पड़े हैं, वो वैसे के वैसे ही पड़े हैं, उनकी देखभाल करने वाला कोई नहीं है because of the lockdown. So those goods are in a danger zone now. So the businessman has to bear the loss of that particular zone because he has stocked up the goods and the distribution is less now. So in that case, working capital की उसको ज़्यादा ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है. So is the part clear? Management ability. Coming to business cycles. Now business cycles means the ups and downs in business. For example, जैसे in our lives, we also have good moments, we also have bad moments. Sometimes we cry, sometimes we laugh. In the same way, business has also has ups and downs in the life. So during boom period means prosperity, happy period. The sales rise, there is increment in the sales. That means your company is doing well. If your company is doing well, that means it is creating goodwill. I hope you all know what is a goodwill, the reputation of the business, the brand name of the business. And अगर आपका brand अच्छा खासा होगा, so more and more people will invest in your company, correct? So there is investment in the stocks, and therefore money is coming in the company. Money is coming in the company, that means you are having high working capital. करेक्ट, पैसे का कोई ये नहीं है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट ड्यूरिंग रिसेशन, जैसे अभी का कंसिडर कर लो, बिकॉज ऑफ द लॉकडाउन मेनी बिजनेसेस आर नॉट एबल टू कंडक्ट देयर सेल्स एक्टिविटी. रिसेशन मतलब महंगाई, द थिंग्स आर बीइंग सोल्ड ऑन हाई प्राइसेस, है ना. सो द सेल्स इज रिड्यूसिंग, सो डज द इन्वेस्टमेंट. आपकी कंपनी अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर रही है, so public is not investing in your company, your market is going down, so you will require less working capital. Understood? So that is business cycle. So during boom period, the working capital requirement is high, and during recession you don't require that much working capital. Next is credit control and growth and expansion. Now credit control means what? Credit means on credit basis, udhari. You don't get the money on the spot. सो अगर कैश सेल्स है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, पैसा आ रहा है कंपनी में. या क्रेडिट पॉलिसी साउंड है. साउंड मीन्स यू आर नॉट गिविंग क्रेडिट फॉर इयर्स, 2 years, 5 years के आराम से जब मन में आएगा मेरे को तब दे दियो. नो, दैट इज नॉट अ साउंड क्रेडिट पॉलिसी. if you are maintaining a sound means good credit policy और cash sales हो रही है, then there is less requirement of working capital. बट इफ द क्रेडिट पॉलिसी इज लिबरल, लिबरल माने फ्रीडम, आप बोल रहे हो जब तेरे मन में आए मेरे को तब पैसा दे दे, मेरे को अभी नहीं चाहिए, सो पीपल विल स्टार्ट टेकिंग एडवांटेज ऑफ यू. सो योर क्रेडिट पॉलिसी शुड नॉट बी दैट लिबरल, इतना ढीला ढाला नहीं होना चाहिए. वाई सो? तो इसमें किसकी प्रॉब्लम आएगी? कलेक्शन ऑफ फंड्स. देयर विल बी प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ कलेक्शन ऑफ फंड्स, एंड देन इट विल लीड टू बैड डेट्स. बैड डेट्स पता है ना, द डेट्स विच आर नॉट रिकवरेबल. दिस यू मस्ट हैव स्टडीड इन अकाउंट्स. तो आपकी वर्किंग कैपिटल की रिक्वायरमेंट और बढ़ जाएगी. सो योर क्रेडिट पॉलिसी शुड बी गुड एंड साउंड इनफ एंड नॉट बी टू लिबरल, otherwise you will require more working capital. Growth and expansion, जैसे yesterday in the lesson we saw, if you're planning that in future you have a bright scope to expand your business, for example online business, computer business, digital marketing courses, these will be having a great demand in the future. This we can predict right now itself. So you will start investing, start planning today in the present for that, so that you can reap the benefits in the future. So if you're planning to grow and expand your business, you will require more working capital. So that is another reason of high working capital requirement. So up till Churchgate it is clear. We'll revise a quick one. NSP, Nalasopara. N, nature of the business. S, size of the business. P, production cycles. Meera Bhainder, management ability, business cycles. And Churchgate, credit control and growth and expansion. So finally moving towards the last station, VT. वहां से हमने छोटे को बोला था exit कर ले. So VT, volume of sales. Now volume of sales and working capital are directly related. If you sell more, if the sales volume are higher, definitely you will require high working capital, and vice versa. So if your sales are higher, you will require high working capital, and vice versa. Terms of purchases and sales. Now what are terms of purchases and sales? Now there are two cases. Number one, if no credit is given for purchases, when you as a buyer, as a producer, go to your supplier and tell कि मेरे को तेरे से सामान खरीदना है, but he doesn't give you any credit, वो आपको क्रेडिट बेसिस पे नहीं दे रहा है, आप कैश बेसिस पे ही खरीदारी कर रहे हो, तो आपका पैसा उधर खर्चा हो रहा है, दैट इज योर एक्सपेंस, करेक्ट। बट जब सेल्स की बारी आती है, यू आर फॉलोइंग अ लिबरल पॉलिसी। लिबरल माने तेरे मन में जब आएगा तू आराम से दे दे, कोई खाई नहीं है, यू आर टेलिंग योर कस्टमर्स गुड्स ले जाओ, पैसे बाद में दे देना। एंड यू ऑन द अदर हैंड, जब आप खरीदने जाते हो, आपको बोला जाता है आपको कैश पे ही खरीदना है, तो आपका पैसा उधर जा रहा है, लेकिन सेल्स करते समय आपको पैसा वापस नहीं आ रहा है, तो उस टाइम पे यू विल बी रिक्वायरिंग वेरी हाई वर्किंग कैपिटल इन योर कंपनी, बिकॉज यू विल नॉट हैव कैश टू मेंटेन योर डे टू डे एक्टिविटीज। बट ऑन द अदर हैंड, दूसरा सिनेरियो बोलता है, when you go to buy from your supplier, he gives you on credit, उधारी पे दे देता है, आपको कोई पैसा खर्चा नहीं करना पड़ रहा। लेकिन जब आपकी सेल्स की बारी आती है, यू आर नॉट फॉलोइंग अ लिबरल पॉलिसी, यू आर वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट, आप गिने चुने कस्टमर्स को ही क्रेडिट बेसिस पे दे रहे हैं, बाकी सबको बोलते हैं कंपल्सरी इफ यू वांट टू बाय माय प्रोडक्ट देन यू हैव टू मेक द पेमेंट इन कैश, तो you will require less working capital, because anyways you have to pay on credit later on to your suppliers, now you're getting the money, so there is no need for more working capital requirement, because anyway with the help of the sales, money is coming back in your organization. Understood? So there are two types of cases here. If you follow the first one, तो ज़्यादा requirement लगेगी, but if you follow the second one, you will require less working capital. Is it clear? So finally, we are making an exit from the answer, and the last topic is external factors, exit, E. Now, what are external factors? FIs. FIs means financial institutions and banks. If they are giving funds to your company, if they are giving loans to your company, then you will require less working capital. Then there is no need to take loan from any outsider. So, if the financial institutions and banks are giving you funds to your company, then your working capital requirement will be less. So, with this, the factors affecting requirements of working capital gets over you. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. Just revise the pointers in your head. Remember the smart code. You're directing छोटे नाला सुपारा से मीरा भाईंदर जा, वहां से चर्च गेट, फिर VT और उसके बाद एग्जिट मार ले. Okay? So 2 minutes. Revise the pointers. All right. So coming to the last topic of the day, the capital structure. Now remember we had done in the starting capital structure debt plus equity. So debt means borrowed capital and equity means owned capital. So company basically comprises of two types of capital: owned capital or equity capital, borrowed capital or debt capital. Company should have a proper combination of debt and equity. Now, equity capital is made up of two things. One is shares and the other is reserves or retained earnings. Now, we have entire chapter on this particular topic, that is lesson number 2. So, for the time being, you have to just understand क्या क्या आता है इसमें, because this I'll be explaining you in detail in the second chapter. Okay? So shares, as you all know, it is nothing but a small portion of the company which you invest in. These are called as shares. So you become the shareholder of the company. Okay. So equity capital is made up of two things. As you can see, the smart code I have written up. Equity capital का smart code is SR. SR represents shares and reserves. ठीक है. DPLLB. DPLLB stands for debentures, public deposits, loans from bank, loans from financial institutions, and bonds. All right. So first, coming to owned capital or equity capital, this capital is brought by the shareholders of the company. जो कंपनी के ओनर्स होते हैं वो अपना खुद का कैपिटल लेकर आते हैं, उस कैपिटल को बोलते हैं ओन्ड कैपिटल और इक्विटी कैपिटल. So these are divided into two parts, shares and reserves. अभी shares दो टाइप के होते हैं as you can see. Number one equity shares, number two preference shares. Now, equity shares are again of two types. One is with normal voting rights and the other one is with differential voting rights. So this we'll study in detail in chapter number 2. अभी के लिए खाली आप याद रखो क्या क्या आता है कैपिटल में. Okay? So tell me a quick one. Sorry. Shares are divided into two parts. Equity shares and preference shares. Equity shares are of two types with normal voting rights with differential voting rights. Yeah. The next one is preference shares. Preference share के लिए एक smart code लिखा है. For the time being you remember CCRP. CCRP or CRP where C is coming two times. Remember that much. Okay. This we'll study in detail in the next chapter. Yeah. What is the CCRP? I'll let you know later on. Then you have reserves or retained earnings. That is a portion of your profit. You are keeping it aside. That is called as reserve fund. And retained earning means plowing back of the profit. This is an internal source of finance. I know अभी मैंने जो भी बोला आपको बाउंसर गया, तो फॉर द टाइम बिंग आप समझ के ले लो कि थोड़ा बहुत पैसा आप साइड में रखते हो एंड जरूरत पड़ने पे वापस उसको बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट कर देते हो. That is what is called as reserves or retained earnings. So is the owned capital and equity capital part clear? All right. Coming to the right side part, borrowed capital or debt capital. Borrowed नाम में ही मीनिंग है आप बाहर वालों से बोरोइंग लेते हो, लाइबिलिटी बनती है आपकी. ठीक है, कर्जा लेते हो आप, बोरो करते हो. सो बोरो करने के अलग अलग तरीके हैं. डिबेंचर्स, पब्लिक डिपॉजिट्स, लोन्स फ्रॉम बैंक, लोन्स फ्रॉम फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन और बॉन्ड्स. नाउ डिबेंचर के बारे में एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन आई विल बी गिविंग यू ऑल टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द लेसन. So pay attention, listen to it carefully, then you'll get a clear idea exactly debentures क्या होते हैं. Okay? So is the capital structure part clear? Good. So basically if I tell you all what is a capital structure. So capital structure can be defined as a mix up of different sources of funds in the desired proportion. मतलब डेट और इक्विटी का अलग अलग कॉम्बिनेशन मिक्स करके जो कैपिटल आप बिजनेस में यूज करते हो, लगाते हो, उसको आप क्या बोलेंगे? कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर. सो एज यू कैन सी द डायग्राम ओवर हियर, ओन्ड कैपिटल प्लस बोरोड कैपिटल इज नथिंग बट अ सिक्योरिटी का मिक्सचर हो जाता है ना. सिक्योरिटी मीन्स यू फील सिक्योर कि हाँ भाई मेरा बिजनेस चलाने के लिए मेरे पास इतना है. यू फील सिक्योर ना कि कोई है मेरे साथ. जैसे when you stay in a family you feel secure, you feel protected. When you are around your friend circle group you feel secure, you feel protected. In the same way, if a company has a combination of owned capital plus borrowed capital, it also feels security, it also feels secure, protected. So that is called as a security mix. Okay. Now, what are the components of capital structure? So we can sum up with a diagram over here. Capital structure के components क्या क्या है? So I can say there are four components of capital structure. Number one, equity shares. Number two, preference shares. मतलब ये आपका share वाला part हो गया. Number three, retained earnings or reserves. And number four, the borrowed capital. So can I say these three are your equity capital? And this part is your borrowed capital. In borrowed capital, what you have? Debentures and term loans. Debentures, bonds, term loans, etc. So is the diagram clear? Components of capital structure. So when I tell you, give me the components of capital structure, you can tell me the smart code. SR, DP, LLB. SR, DP, LLB. Or you can say equity capital, preference capital, retained earnings or reserves, and borrowed capital, that is debentures and term loans. Okay, so with this the chapter is over, the first chapter. But before I wind off, I told you all I'll be giving you all some knowledge regarding debentures. So for your knowledge, what are debentures exactly? So debenture is nothing but एक सर्टिफिकेट होता है एक्नॉलेज का. एक्नॉलेज करना मतलब थैंक्स गिविंग नोट होता है. So it is in the form of a certificate जहां पे बताया जाता है हाउ मच शेयर्स यू हैव परचेस्ड, लेकिन ओनरशिप नहीं बढ़ती है. यू आर नॉट गेटिंग द ओनरशिप फॉर दोज शेयर्स. यू ओनली गिव द मनी टू द कंपनी. द ओनरशिप इज विद देम, बट यू हैव गिवन योर मनी एज अ लोन टू देम. तो वो लोन के अगेंस्ट वो आपको एक एक्नॉलेजमेंट लेटर देते हैं, एक थैंक यू का लेटर देते हैं. ठीक है. एंड इन दैट लेटर इट इज रिटन दैट आपको सो एंड सो डेट पे आपका पूरा पैसा वापस कर दिया जाएगा बाय द कंपनी. So as you can see, I've shared a certificate over here. William Sugg and Company Limited. This is a name of the company. It is a public limited company because they have added the word limited over here. Private होता तो PVT भी add होता है. ये हमने last year पढ़ा था. Issue of a series of mortgage debentures of 100 euros each and 50 euro each respectively, limited to the sum of 15,000 euro ranking pari passu. Redeemable at par, this is a type of debenture. This we'll be studying in the next chapter. On the 31st day of December 1897, bearing interest at the rate of 5% per annum. I told you on debentures you get interest. Debenture एक type का loan होता है ना, तो उस पे interest मिलता है. Payable half yearly on the 1st January and 1st July in each year until the respective principal sums shall be paid. तो आपको 1st January और 1st July half yearly मतलब साल में 2 बार इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, एक 1st Jan को और एक 1st July को. Interest accruing from the date of payment to the 30th June will be paid in the 1st July next year. Note, an early application is invited as only a small number remains unallotted. So those who want to provide loans to the company can apply at the earliest because कुछ ही जगह बाकी है अभी. Then you won't get the space to buy the shares of the company and invest in the shares of the company. So for example, मैं आपको समझाती हूँ डिबेंचर किस टाइप से यूज होता है. Now pay attention to this slide. Debenture represents the loan which is taken by the limited company from the general public at large. So मान लो आपका loan amount for example your amount of loan is 1 crore. You are able to hear me? I think there was some connectivity issue. Yeah. So you are issuing a loan of amount of 1 crore rupees. आपको 1 करोड़ रुपए की जरूरत है. You have divided that 1 crore rupees in 10 lakh parts of rupees 10. ओके आपने उसके 10 लाख पार्ट्स कर दिए, डिवाइड कर दिया उसको छोटे छोटे शेयर्स में, और हर शेयर का वैल्यू कितना रखा है, 10 रुपए रखा है. ठीक है. तो 10 लाख के 10 लाख हिस्से किए उस शेयर्स के, और एक शेयर कितने में बेच रहे हो आप, 10 रुपए में. सो ईच पार्ट इज सोल्ड एंड द लोन इज कलेक्टेड. तो आप ये 10 लाख रुपए के शेयर्स 10 रुपए के हिसाब से पब्लिक में अलॉट कर रहे हो. जो खरीद रहा है उसके नाम पे यू आर अलॉटिंग द शेयर्स. सो दिस ईच पार्ट इज कॉल्ड एज अ डिबेंचर. आया समझ में? 1 करोड़ का लोन अमाउंट है. सो हाउ यू आर कलेक्टिंग दिस 1 करोड़ रुपीज? you have divided your shares in 10 lakhs and ये 10 lakh के shares you are selling at rate of 10 rupees each. One share 10 rupees. So this each part is sold and the loan is collected, and that loan is called as a debenture. Okay. So to explain you all in simple language, you can refer to this diagram. Debenture is a certificate as I showed you all. This is issued by the company limited or private limited under its common seal. Remember, common seal, the stamp of the company, the name of the company, the identity of the company. Acknowledging a debt. Acknowledge karna matlab they are telling you, thanking you, they are acknowledging you for giving them the money required due to its holder. So that is called as a debenture. So with this class, we have completed the first chapter, Introduction to Corporate Finance. Now listen to the other videos where I'll be sending you all the question answers, the discussion part, and we'll be starting with the next chapter in a short while. Till then, stay safe, keep revising and keep studying. Okay? Thank you so much.